know that there are some Christians who believe the only thing you have to do is believe in God to be saved. Okay? So the question is belief enough? Okay? Well then, that's one group. Well then there's another group that will say, well no, it's more than just believing in God. You have to believe in Jesus as the Son of God. You got to believe that much. But then there's a third group that says, well, no, it's more than just believing in Jesus. You actually have to confess Jesus. And so is belief enough? And is confession enough? And I'm going to challenge you that those alone, those are certainly necessary for salvation. But alone, they are not enough. When we look at Luke chapter 4, Jesus is teaching, he's preaching, he's ministering to the sick. He's healing people. He's casting out demons. And you have demons here. They come out of many people, and they are crying as Jesus is casting these demons out of people. The demons come out, and they say, "You are the Son of God." But he rebuked them and would not allow them to speak because they knew that he was the Christ. Now what do we see here? We see that the demons believed in God. They know God exists. They believed that Jesus was the Son of God. They even confessed him as the Son of God. What does that mean for us? Well, to go back to our previous and our first thought, they were not enslaved to righteousness. And now, I don't want you to misunderstand me. This is a kind of a nuanced point here, but it's very important when it comes to applying our faith in our daily life. We are not saved by any work that we do. Period. End of discussion. Jesus' death on the cross is literally the only work that bears salvific consequences in our life. That's it. Period. But that doesn't give us an excuse to take advantage of that. His work requires us to respond with a loving obedience. John 14. Jesus answered him, "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. Whoever does not love me does not keep my words." I'm going to give a very real example of this because it was a news headline about 2 weeks ago. And I'm assuming this only made the news headlines because the mainstream media loves to run any story that can delegitimize Christianity. And it was about this Christian porn star. And it was an interview, and she said, "I grew up in the church. My parents are very faithful to God. And I am very faithful to God. And I know that God loves me no matter what I do. There is nothing that will make God not love me. And there is nothing that I can do that will ever disappoint him or change his mind about me." Does that sound like this? When we look at passages that deal with sexual immorality, when we look at passages that deal with tempting other people, those things are condemned very explicitly. If we're not keeping his word, we don't actually love him. No matter how much we say that we do, a response is required, and that response is keeping his word.